Good afternoon, all.
Good.
Firstly, thank you for your kind cooperation, dear past participants. On behalf of SSR College of Pharmacy, I welcome you all in the second session of day 3. So, in the second session, we have with us Dr. Sharad Kashid. Introducing Dr. Sharad Kashid, Sir is presently working as a scientist in preclinical safety evaluation and lab animal facility at Torrent Pharmaceutical Limited, Ahmedabad, Gujarat. Previously, Sir has been in applied biology, toxicology, toxicopathology in Hafkin Institute, Parel, Mumbai, for biomedical research, vaccines, and communicable disease. Sir has about 20 years of experience in safety studies in toxicology of drugs, cosmetics, agri-chemicals, food additives, environmental safety. Sir has knowledge for all types of acute, subacute, chronic, supplementary studies in different animal models like rats, mice, rabbits, guinea pig, hamster, beagle dogs, and different disease models, genetically modified animals following OECD GLP principle. Sir has got the opportunity to develop ultra-modern sophisticated laboratory with unique animal facility at Torrent Pharmaceuticals, Ahmedabad, which is the first pharmaceutical sector to get OECD GLP accreditation in 2000. Sir is a life member of Laboratory Animal Association of India. Sir has been associated with the Central Drug Research Institute, NIN CPC SCA BHU. Sir has attended many national, international conferences and seminars. Sir has a vast experience to work with GLP accredited facility. Sir has been awarded with Lifetime Achievement Award from Dr. Vishwa Mohan Katoch, Director General of ICMR, New Delhi, in 2014 at National Institute of Nutrition, Hyderabad. Sir, please take the charge
No
and
issue.
enlighten
No
us
issue.
with the topic, test, and reference items.
Okay. I'm very much for actually the SS College and trustee, Dr. Sanjeev, Dr. Chirag, and all my colleagues and friends. So it's a nice opportunity, and I will share my experience in actually OECD GLP as well as right from beginning. Before GLP also, I have worked around 20 years in Hopkins Institute, which is a pioneer institute in all vaccines, then life-saving drugs, and toxicology, pharmacology, phytochemistry, then this zoonotic diseases, biochemistry, and bacteriology. So it's a premium institute in India, which has say vast research in actually health respected. And that is a pioneer organization early. That is the only keeping all types of laboratory animals which are useful for actually medical research, biomedical research. Actually, GLP comes afterward. Before that, there was no guideline, OECD guidelines. We are working in normal conditions. So, as per they actually research, the research is actually distributed in 2-3 parts. Actually, basic research, then disease discovery and drug discovery. It is comes under non-regulatory part. Then preclinical safety comes under GLP. Then clinical trials and phase 1, phase 2, phase 3 comes under good clinical practice. And then manufacture of API and formulations comes under good manufacturing practice. So first, this is study-based, and the last one is process-based. So based on that, actually, we will go for this. Why actually we need good laboratory practice? Because earlier there was no regulation, so there was no protocol, there was no study plan, and actually that time the proper system was not there. So data obtained was not proper. So because of that, this OECD decided that there should be cultural guideline, there should be under control. So they have said have some system which control the preclinical research, environmental safety research, like that. So good laboratory practice is a quality system concerned with organizational process and conditions under which non-clinical safety studies are planned, performed, monitored, recorded, archived, and reported. Because of this regulation, there was no say way out to miss any observation, any part of the study protocols and other things. So studies were properly planned, then properly performed by actually procuring animals at proper time, proper animal as per protocol. There are lots of animal models, which is I'm also going to talk. Those are mostly acute, subacute, and short-term studies, long-term studies. They're say performed in rat, which is Rattus rattus norvegicus, and in that actually there are two species. That is the strains that Vista rat, Sprague-Dowley rats, Charles Foster rats, because Vista rats is a common animal which is used for the toxicity studies, because the body weights of male and females, they are increasing parallelly. But in case of Sprague-Dowley rats, the body weights of males are increased like anything. So in statistical analysis and other things, there is a lots of problem. So Vista rats are used most of the time for the toxicity studies. Then especially these SD rats and other Charles Foster used for some pharmacological studies. So these animal models are used accordingly. In case of mice, mus musculus, that is, there also we are having Swiss albino mice, Balbsy mice, Charles Foster mice, then C57 BL6A black mice. They are used for say obesity and other purpose. Then SOD1 mutant mice, that is used for muscular dystrophy. And OBOB, DBDB animals, they are used for obesity as well as diabetes. So, and then the next model is guinea pig, that is Cavia porcellus or Duncan Hartley. Then, so these animals also used for some skin irritations and short-term studies. Hamster, Syrian golden hamster, or Chinese hamsters, their species is Mesocritus auratus. So these are also used for some obesity lipid profile studies like that. Then rabbit, New Zealand white rabbit, actually the zoological name is Oryctolagus cuniculus. They're used for intravenous studies as well as say skin irritation studies and dermal irritation studies. So these are some model, and especially non-rodents, the beagle dogs as well as the monkeys. So these are the large animals. They are the final studies. So these are the animal studies. So according to that, as per this GLP, I have gone to studies are properly planned, properly performed, properly monitor. Whatever studies is going on, it is monitor also. Who is doing that, whether they are doing properly or not, whether whatever they do, they are recording properly in their proper format. It is very much important, because once we have left some writing and say afterward, it is very difficult to remember at what time we have given the dose, at what time we will have to record the clinical science, likewise. And say after recording these, all the data is archived in proper pages. Say 15 days or 1 month data will be immediately go to the archive, because lots of the hard data, hard papers in a room also not possible. And say at the time of reporting, all the data will be compiled and report is next. Okay. So just like 10 commandments, good laboratory also have principles and their 10 commandments. This is as per my test facility, organization, and personnel. In actually, the facility should have well-trained and well-qualified personnel, which will be taken care of the studies properly. All their given study personnel also well-trained as per SOP, as well as their whatever they have some problems will be taken care by study director as well as quality assurance person, and all the training will be procured before start of the study, and such SOP training also recorded in their job description file. So then comes test facility. The test facility is a heart of actually toxicity studies, wherein the environmental parameters and separation will be taken proper care. So actually in facility, if you have a breeding facility and test facility, there should be proper separation. Nobody will allow from this breeding facility to enter in the actually experimental facility. Then there have proper corridor system, clean corridor having more pressure. Then rooms have less pressure, and service corridor have least pressure. So say actually fresh air with say the HEPA filters, 0.3 micron HEPA filters will having more pressure in clean corridor. Suppose we are opening the door of the one of the room, the fresh air will enter the room. Then when we close the room, we perform our activities, and after performing the activities, we will come out in the service corridor. So used air will come in service corridor, but it will not vice versa. So air from service corridor will not enter to the room, or from air from the room will not enter to the clean corridor. So there is a proper separation of the things. And this fresh air will be supplied through 0.3 micron HEPA filter at the rate of 10 to 15 air changes per hour. And that should be monitored properly, as well as validation will be done every 6 months. Because of that, there should not be any contamination. Then flow of the material as well as the personnel will be unidirectional. The person enters the facility before entering, he will have a change room, he will use proper garments, he will have a head mask, he will have shoe cover. And because of that particular garment cubicle is also UV thing, so all the clothes will be free from any kind of infestation. This the person when they enters their work wise. The study people, they go to experimental purpose. The facility purpose, they could go to the facility wherein they get the clean actually autoclaved cages, then autoclaved bedding material. So in bedding material, early we are using paddy husk as a bedding material, but it was having lot of dust and fungal spore, because if it's stored long time, it contains lots of say fungal spores. So it should be autoclaved. So autoclave is also double door. It will be loaded from service area. Then after completion of the cycle, the other door in clean corridor will be open. So we will have that particular autoclaved bedding material, autoclaved feed material, autoclaved cages. And as per the room requirement, the cages should be given to the service area, this experimental area. It will be given to this quarantine area. It will be given to breeding area. So likewise, the proper airflow will be maintained. Then we will go to test system. Test systems are these animals. They are having their rooms separately. So Vista rats having in one room, then mice is in another room, then rabbit is again in different it is far away from the this rodent area, because their fur and other things, they will disturb a lot. So there is a lots of barriers in between. So it will be taken care. The feed properly will be taken from the feed storage area. Actually, outside in a service area, there is storage for feed, storage for breeding material. Whenever feed arrives, it will be properly checked with whether they have given all the proximate analysis data, then their all microbial contamination data, as well as once in a year, it will be checked for pesticide residue or heavy metal. So all these particular food having proper say manufacturing date as well as the expiry date. So before expiry date, that food will be used. Food will be observed properly. If you find some infestation or greenish thing, it will be discarded. So care should be taken, and our staff, supporting staff, will be trained in that. Actually, this another type of bedding material is corn cob. maize butta and other thing will be grind in a small globules. So because they are having the absorption power, because animals they urinate, whatever they urinate, it will be absorbed in that large bedding material, actually corn cob. So corn cob is also their changing pattern is also once in twice or twice a week or once a week. In case of mice, once a week. In case of rats, it is a twice a week because there is not much spoilage is there. So, and in case of water, water should be AquaGuard pure or this RO water. That is also having proper test. Actually, say the water analysis for their acidity, alkalinity, hardness, then particles, actually these are the chemical parameters. Then microbial parameters, E. coli and other things, or some fungal spores like that. In water, actually, microbial flora is also taken, pesticide residues also taken, and say based on that particular say at a particular interval, twice a year, 6 monthly water analysis report is concerned, and yearly we'll have this feed analysis report actually from outside, as well as it is supplied by the supplier, given by the supplier in each bag. Then test reference material also, test and reference material, it will come in actually experimental part. I will discuss that. Standard operating procedure for all the activities, especially in service area as well in the breeding area, and very strict in experimental area. It is already drafted by OECD GLP things, and say each and every say particular working space, the SOPs are available. SOPs are properly given training by QA as well as the study director, principal investigator, and scientists inside the facility. So standard operator process. Yesterday only one lectures by Dr. Persia has given the lecture on standard operating procedures. Then actually this performance of study, reporting of the study result, storage and retention, whatever the raw data generated during the conduct of the experiment and other thing will be properly collected, recorded, and archived in a archive facility. And actually, for newcomer and other thing, if you are all students, say I will have some small definition of different terms for you. Study plan, a document which defines the objective and experimental design and conduct of the study. So without study plan, no, and this study plan also have training session for all these study people. Then amendment, whatever the intended change in study plan will be as an amendment. Whatever deviation, suppose is there any mistake happens, that is called deviation, and it is recorded properly in a study plan. Then test system is nothing but a laboratory animal. Then it must be chemical, it must be physical system also. But here in our case, our system is a laboratory animal, just like rats, mice, rabbits, guinea pigs, hamsters, like that. And based on the which study plan having which animals, it is comes under test system. Raw data, whatever raw data collected during the activity inside the laboratory animals, other things, especially in breeding area, the in room having environmental data, just like room temperature. So room temperature, then humidity, then lux level meter, and noise. Noise should be less than 60 decibel. Then lux level of the light, 3 feet above the floor area, will be around 200 to 300 lux. So likewise, and such kind of observation will be done early in the morning in actually breeding area as well as experimental area also. So, and these raw data having certain files, say every 15 days that day, whatever the data sheets are in a format, it will be collected and it is given to the archive, because it will collect and it's a huge bunch. So the in case definition, test item. So which is the drug under test, or for the toxicology purpose or study purpose, is called test item. An article subject to study, a reference item. So it will be control item along with the test item for this low dose, higher dose, and intermediate dose, along with some reference standard also kept. So that is called reference add-on, provides basis of comparison. Batch, so specific quantity on lots, the lot of test or say actually drug test item produced during defined cycle of manufacture. Suppose there is a study of say 1 month origin, then every week they will prepare a batch for, and because their stability is 1 week, then in a month they will produce 4 batches, and the 4 batches will be say prepared in a unique as per SOP only, no deviation, no different system while preparation, because while preparing, say we'll have to think about a particular concentration, low dose, intermediate dose, and high dose, and that particular sample from all these 3 say particular dilutions will be taken and given for analysis also, whether that analysis given right concentration in a test report, that will be characterized and kept in a study file. Vehicle, say vehicle is a substance in which drug is dissolved or mixed or dispersed and or solubilized thing, so it's a vehicle. Then test facility means the person, facility, premises, and necessary to conduct the study. Even some instrument and other things also, just like autoclave, weighing balance. Then say all the instrument, smallest instrument required in the breeding area as well as in a experimental area comes under test facility. Then facility management is a person or persons who has authority and responsibility for the organization and its functioning. So they have control and they have see that for that particular study, whatever the basic requirement will be provided before the start of the study. The sponsor and an entity which commissions the study. Study director is an individual responsible person for overall conduct of the study. He will having overall control over all the study personnel, investigators, study people, and other things. Quality assurance is a defined system which is independent study conduct directly reporting the management, because they are having how we are doing the experiment, how we are doing the activity, how we are doing the calibration, validation procedure, facility related, process related, study related. These particular things will be taken care of by quality assurance people. They have their program. Yes. Experimental start date, the date on which the first study specific data is collected, is called experimental start date. Experimental completion date, on the last date on which data is collected from the study, is called experimental completion date. And then study initiation date, the date on which study director signs the study plan. Specimen and material derived from the test animal, we are getting blood samples, and those will be for hematology, biochemistry analysis. We are giving the samples. Sometimes fecal samples also collected for special as per study protocol. So likewise, analysis and retentions of the specimen from the animals as well as other things. Now, test facility should be suitable size. Suppose we are having 100 animals. Each cage is having 5 animals in that particular cage. Sometimes cages are polypropylene, they are opaque cages, polycarbonate, they are transparent cages. So where we can see the animal in that, and based on that particular body weight, we can't keep 5 animals all the times, but they, based on their body weight, the animals can be kept in. In case of mice, the cage size is around 500 square centimeter area, in which 6 to 7 animal kept, and from body weight, I will just see that in case of mice below 10 grams, each animal requires 38.7 centimeters square. Up to 15 grams, animal requires area 46 square centimeter. Up to 25 grams, animal requires 74 centimeter square area, and above 25, we can keep 90. The area required is 96.7 centimeter square, and the height of the cages is 12. So based on this calculation and this weight range, we can house the animal in that mice cage. In case of rat, below 100 gram, the area required is 109.6. Up to 200 gram, area required for each animal is 148.3 centimeters square. Up to 300 grams, area required is 187.0 square centimeter. Up to 400, 250 centimeter square area. Up to 500, 387 centimeter square. And above 500 grams, 451. Actually, the surface area of base of a rat cage is 800 square centimeter. So once the animal cross 500, we'll have to keep only one animal in a cage, because one animal requires 451 square centimeter. If you keep two, the actually 451, so it comes around 1,000. So like that, so 900. So that's likewise, and their height will be 14 centimeters. So likewise, and suitable size, suitable the proper caging system. Nowadays, a new caging system is also came in a system that is called individually ventilated caging system. So each cage is getting our 50 air changes per hour. Used air is also exhausted exactly opposite, say, out of the animal room. It is not mixed up in a room. So that is very it's the best option, because the people that are working will not be occupationally exposed to the animal exhaled air. So there should not be any kind of infection. So individually ventilated caging system is a new option. Nowadays, in this modular labs and ultra sophisticated lab, they are using this individually ventilated caging system, and the cages are transferred. So transparent polycarbonate, then polyvinyl. So likewise, the cages can be autoclaved around 300 times at 121 degrees centigrade, 15 pound pressure, 15 minutes. So cages will be free from all kinds of bacterial and other deposits. So sufficient room should be assured for the isolation of test system. For mice is different room, rat is different room, then rabbit having different room, study having individual study have individual rooms. There are some procedure rooms also. In that room, the blood samples are collected, or urine samples are collected, or some say the data obtained on the individual animal will be collected in a procedure room. That procedure room is separate in actually experimental area. Suitable area available for the diagnosis, treatment, and control. So each all the facility having one unique rooms wherein health monitoring program is say frequently, say quarterly, 6 monthly. It will be say performed in a selected animals upon the density of the animals, in which the animals are say having health checks for parasites by taking the fecal samples and actual some say their microbes, these slides, and they observe under microscope whether it is having some ova cyst of any endoparasites. Then exoparasite, just like ticks and mites, some scraping is taken from neck region, tested for the endoparasites. Blood will be taken and use normal parameters just like hematology, biochemistry, and even some this viral antibody test also checked during the health check. It will be in once a year in different specimens and other things. There should be separate storage area for feed and bedding material. This actually feed and bedding material will be stored in a different area. It is not comes in an animal area. It is outside. But in again in feed, the temperature is also controlled. Bedding material, there is no need of storing. But whenever the feed material arrive, there should be a proper entry when the feed is arrived, how many bags arrived, whether they are in proper condition, whether they have given all the analysis data and other things. So that particular say documents will be taken care and it will be sent to archive periodically. There should be separate room area for receipt and storage of the test. Now this is very important. And this particularly test item storage, this area, it is having entry access. This is proper people. There should be only say controlled access. No one can enter their room without permission, or they are allowed by the management and study director. Those only they enter there. In that area, actually, when say whatever they study, this test material required for testing the particular study data, so it will require around 100 gram, 200 gram, or based on the type of the study will be given there. And then it is say suspension or mixture or solution required as per study protocol, and then it say recorded properly, and the final actually the test substance will be given to the study area with request and proper documentation. That is called archive, this separate room for receipt, storage, and test revision. It is a very crucial area. Though then archive facility. So whatever data generated, say in a week, in a quarterly basis, will be stored in archive area. Therein is environmental data is also stored, as well as study related data also stored. There is again wet archive and dry archive. Wet archive means whatever the tissues collected after the necropsy, after the end of the study, those particular tissues will be in a formal saline. They will, as a preservative, they are kept in a separate area, and there is set strict partition, because the people working, suppose somebody go on there retrieving they should not be exposed to the formal saline. So proper care is taken in that thing. Handling and disposal of the waste, that is a very important, because biomedical as a rules and regulation of biomedical waste, this particular waste will be discarded properly. There are some municipal organizations and other things. Otherwise, big organization having their own incinerator. So, and that is also the particular record, okay, how much waste and what type of waste is given to the incineration, or it is given for the outside parties. Now, test items and reference items. It is very important. Records including test items and reference item comes with the characterization. That is very much important. Characterizations, say their purity, their impurities, and all the bulk material having proper these characterizations. And as per purity asked by the study personnel, study plan and other things, based on that, we'll have to see that what type of study the test substance came, along with this characterization certificate that will be checked, it will be entered, and there is a storage conditions under which that particular test item or bulk will be stored in a proper temperature. Fridge and other area are there of particular temperatures, so it is stored there, it is recorded. Each instrument or each fridge or like all the instruments have their own registers. So when which material is stored when and by whom it is put inside with day and date. The particular container of the test items received by there, it should be have proper label of expiry date, then manufacturing date, how much quantity say that it is sent, and in which studies it should be given. And so likewise, the all the information is maintained on along with format. Handling and sampling storage procedure should be identified. How this test item are, say some party is removing for that particular day, and say that it is then formulated as per the proper SOP. The SOP should not change. The procedure of formulation, making the formulation, suspension will not be changed. It should be uniform entire the study period. Likewise, storage, the storage container should carry identification. Whatever the storage container in which we have kept the study, the substance will be properly identified, the label information, this manufacturing date, expiry date, and specific storage instruction, at what temperature it will be stored and what is its stability. Test reference, it is a continuous. The characterization, whatever the test substance for the study as per study plan, and the stability of test reference items under the storage test condition should be known to all studies. It is the studies given comes along with the analytical divisions. It is a part of SOP, this GLP part. So when they send the particular bulk things, it will be given with all the how long it will be stable, what is the what temperature, under what temperature it will be stored. With all these particular certificate, it comes and it will be properly stored immediately. If the item is administered or applied in a vehicle, then the homogeneity, stability, and concentration of the test item in a vehicle should be determined. Now there are three particular concentration: low dose, intermediate dose, and high dose. Suppose say 10 milligram per ml, then 30 milligram per ml, then 100 milligram per ml. So these three suspensions are prepared, and the samples is given to the analysis, and in a the facility, nearby GLP facility, it will be immediately analyzed, and after getting the analysis certificate, it will be given to the study rooms. Then it will be used. After whatever amount left there will be discarded. It will be noted that 2 ml left over will be discarded in a basin, and who has discarded. All that data should be in a proper format. Characterization. Each test and reference item should be properly identified as a code, chemical abstract registry number, that is called CAS number. If the original material is used for the formulation, that is CAS number. Name and biological parameter. Which biological? Suppose there is some biologicals, it will have some biological parameters also. For each study, the identity include batch number, purity, how much it is pure. It is 99% pure. Then what is that 1% impurity? That particular characterization certificate also explain. Now what is the composition of them? What is the concentration of each batch of the test or reference item should be known. It is documented, and it is stored in that particular file. And after particular this, along with study archive data, it will be going to the archive. In case of test, in case where the test item is supplied by the sponsor, there should be mechanism developed in cooperation with the sponsor and test facility. Suppose the test particular formulation comes from the sponsor, then when it is come from the sponsor, when the facility is required, it should be communicated in between to a sponsor as well as test facility study director and a person, this principal investigator. There is a proper communication. It should become within a time to verify the identity of test item subject to the study. Thank you very much. Do you need having some questions and answer we can ask, or you have some data? Suppose somebody knows rats and mice. Rat body weight is more, mice is having small body weight, just like 20 to 30 gram. So what is the major difference between rats and mice, anatomical difference? Anybody knows from the audience? And I will tell that the gallbladder is missing in rats. So suppose somebody is asked to find out the gallbladder from the rat, it will not possible because this is an anatomical feature. Okay. So if there are some questions, let me ask those.
Yes, sir. Thank you very much. Some questions are here.
Yeah. This is unending discussion because the topic is very huge.
No, it is a wonderful session, sir.
Yeah.
Some questions are here from the participants. First question is here. From Miss Lalita Sahagode. In the testing parameters, are the radioactivity and hardness checked of water that is given to animals?
No. Yeah, actually, there is, as per study plan and study protocol, they are mentioned properly. So this thing you will not, as per study plan only.
Okay, sir.
Mostly it is not given.
Okay, sir.
Okay.
Second question from same Miss Lalita Sagode. What is the appropriate duration for which we can store the blood serum for biochemical testing?
Yeah, we can. There are certain say preservatives also that can be added, and it can be stored at particular temperatures. Say 8 degrees centigrade or minus, as per the protocol and this the particular parameter base, it can be stored.
Yes, sir. But what is the appropriate duration?
Say duration will be not more than.
Yes, sir. Hello.
Duration should not be, because if we have plasma, then we can store up to 1 month. But in case of blood and cells, it will be within say 5 to 6 days. We'll have to do the analysis because cell lysis cell lysis is possible after storing the things. So plasma can be stored for a long time, but the cells cannot be stored.
Okay, thank you, sir. And next question from Dr. Suvendu Kumar Shahu. How can an internal standard used in bioanalysis without the expiry date be managed?
Can you repeat? I can't hear properly. Can you repeat the question? Internal standard.
It be managed.
Sir, again, I think there is a connectivity problem.
Yes.
The question is that how can an standard used in bioanalysis without the expiry date be managed? I think the question is like whether there is an internal standard to be maintained without an expiry date or not.
Internal standard maintenance is must, because it is need for comparison, so it is required.
But whether the expiry date is like an internal standard is required to be maintained, or it can be taken?
No. There is no need to store. Internal standard is not required that time. Okay. If there are some more questions, they can be sent it to me.
Yes, sir. Last two questions are there.
No issue. Go ahead.
From Dr. Nilkant GD, sample size for number of mice for toxicity study. What is the sample size?
Say for rat, larger animals, 0.1 ml of the sample collected of this orbital root, we can collect up to 1 ml, but the frequency will be very less. At a time, we can't take more than 1 ml for a week period. But
sir, I think sir, I'm sorry to interrupt you. The question, I think they are asking about the number of animal as a sample size. For like rats, what will be the number? How to decide that? That's the question, I think.
So from the
toxicity study. Am I right?
From the
yes. Number of mice for toxicity study.
Yeah, mice or animals, whatever type of animals.
No. Mice, actually body weight of a mice is 25 to 30 gram maximum at the end of the study. But says in that case, we can take more than 0.1 ml at a time. 0.1 ml.
No, sir. Number of animals, sir. Number of animals per group. That is the
Per
question.
group.
Sir.
Yes, yes.
Number of animals per group is, say, there are two numbers. One is 6, another is 10. Because 6 is a statistically correct number. So it is required. And so it is always having 10 males, 10 females. 5 is not correct. 6 males, 6 females.
For example, for a rabbit, sir, for rabbit.
No, for rabbit is less. Rabbit is 4. 2 male, 2 female. 4. Large animal, the number of animals are less.
So can you, sir, give us the idea that each like a rabbit, rats, and this we can say other larger animal and smaller animal. What is the average number of animals to be kept in?
In case of larger animal, the group size is 4. In case of dogs, in case of rabbit, so it will be 4 number. And in case of rat, mice, we can have 10 male, 10 female, or 6 male, 6 female. As per the statistically group particular things, it is 6 male, 6 female, or as per OECD, it is 10 male, 10 female. CPCSA guideline says 6 male, 6 female. OECD guideline says 10 male, 10 female.
Okay, sir. Okay. And the last question is here from Dr. Palak Kalita. Why we are mostly using mice for toxicity studies?
Mice? Yes, yes.
Why we are mostly using mice for toxicity studies?
Say mice is a small animal. They are prolific breeder. So because say when we breed these animals, their actually gestation period is 21 days. Only 21 days. So in a 21 days, the litter size comes around 10 to 15. And after 3 weeks, we can say wean from the mother. And say when animal become of 6 to 8 weeks, that can be immediately it is a handy animal. They are prolific breeder. But in case of large rabbit, their gestation period is 31 days. Litter size is very less. It is 3 to 4. It is not more than that. In case of then still birth or deaths are also possible. So the number is very less when we get the animals. So the number used for from rabbit is very less. They are prolific breeders, mice. So mice are more used, and they are very sensitive for having toxicity studies. We can have a maximum data available all over the world is more in mice, Swiss albino mice.
Okay,
or
sir.
We can call that CD mice.
Yeah, yes, sir. Yes, sir. And last question is from Kiran Bhatia. In case of guinea pigs, how to decide number of animals?
Guinea pig is again not more than 4.
Not more than 4.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you very much, sir.
Sir, is a male and female both
equal.
Total 8?
No, equal. 4 male, 4 female.
Okay, sir. So per group it is 8 in that way.
Yes.
Thank you very much, sir.
Different guidelines due to different countries, different numbers like that. So India CPCS is having different idea. GLP is having, or Japanese GLP, they have different things. No issue, huh? And I say whatever the
thank you very much, sir. I think,
whatever the question queries, yes.
No, I think all
queries
the questions. We covered all the questions by the participants, sir. So it was wonderful session, and it was like your experience you shared with your this entire presentation, and we are very much thankful that you manage this entire session with us.
The topic was very less, so I have covered a lot. Suppose somebody is having some question, now please pass it on me. I will give the answers.
No, that's, we will definitely share your slides with all the participants, as well as we will share your contact details so that if any questions are there, they can share with you.
Yes, sir. Thank you very much for giving the opportunity to work.
With this, we will like to end today's talk, sir, and we are really like have your experience being shared, and I think you have a vast experience. So definitely this 1 hour will be the short time. That definitely we will take up
Okay.
in presence
Yes,
in
yes,
person
yes.
also. You can visit us and we'll have more
Yes,
discussion
yes.
with our students.
Yes, sir.
Right?
Definitely, definitely I will be. Huh?
So,
My best
thank you,
wishes
sir.
for all
Thank
and
you.
give my regards to all. Huh? Okay. Thank you very much.